Hi. So when you take a loan, you have to get the amount of installment that you're going to pay each year or each month. Now finding installment is pretty much easier using the annuity function. So we'll be utilizing the annuity function. However, I've discussed about annuity in my previous video. But still, if you want to use the annuity function, remember annuity is when the payment is same. So in a loan, the installment amount monthly or annually, whatever you pay is same, and therefore we use the annuity function in our calculator. To use the annuity function, all you require is those white numbers in the center which I've highlighted, and we'll be utilizing that to find the installment. Installment amount is easier to find, but every installment consists of a principal and interest component. Now, as you progress, you keep on paying the loan installment, even though the installment amount is same, but since that installment includes principal repayment, your principal outstanding that is due keeps on reducing because you keep on paying the principal amount each installment. So even though the installment amount is same, over the period, your principal component of that installment is more than the interest component, because interest is always levied on the remaining balance, which keeps on reducing as in forward you pay the installment. Now, all of this, when I take a loan, I generally have to ask my bank that, hey, can you give me the Excel sheet of the working of the 20, 30, 40-year loan that you've taken, so that I know how much is my principal outstanding and interest component that I've paid till date. It's a pretty much hassle and a complex task, and they will dump you a spreadsheet, which is somehow, sometimes very complicated. Fortunately, in our BA2 Plus calculator, we can derive the interest and principal component of the loan. Yes, we can very much do that. So in this video, we are going to learn it. And this is so useful that, whenever I go and assist my clients for their car or loan installment, I pretty much carry this calculator because it's very easy to calculate how much is going to be your interest and principal component. So let us understand this patiently. First, we'll calculate the installment of the loan. I'll help you understand some important concepts there, and then we'll use the very important function of amortization to find the principal and interest component for each period. Let us start with that. So here is the example where initially we'll find the installment amount as it is in the spreadsheet mentioned here. Remember, whenever you take a loan, the loan amount that you're going to receive now as a cash inflow, that's always your present value. So we'll go to the calculator, we'll put 100,000. Let's say in our example, I've put here 100,000. 100,000 I will put as PV. It's a 3-year loan, so I'll put 3 as N. 12% is the rate of interest, so I'll put 12 as I by Y. And remember, in loan, as you pay all the installment, the future value is always 0. Now this is very interesting because you will not have nothing balanced when you pay all your installments. So you'll be like, am I not going to pay anything in the 3rd year? No, you are going to pay, but that is already included in your installment. So in loan, remember always the FE is 0 and present value is your loan amount. N is the maturity of your loan and I by Y is the rate of interest. If it's monthly, the N will translate into 36 months for 3 years, and the rate of interest will have to be divided by 12. Otherwise, everything is same. The PV and FE will remain same. Now here, since we have 4 components, we are going to find the installment. So installment amount has to be 41. So when I press compute PMT, I will get the same amount. Why is the amount negative? Because remember the rule, the PV and FE will not be same. So since PV is the loan, which is a cash inflow for you, PMT is your installment, which is a cash outflow. So both will never have the same sign. The input and output doesn't have the same sign. That is a logic which the calculator also follows. Now, this is pretty much easier. We understand this using the annuity function. But now I want to separate for each year how much of this installment is principal and interest component. Ideally, finding interest for the first period is very much easier because it is 12% on 100,000, so it has to be 12,000. But I want to know for each year. Normally we do that in the Excel sheet, but here we are also going to do that with the calculator function. So I've already covered that in the Excel sheet so that you know how much is my installment and principal component of the installment, how much is my interest and principal component, and how much is my outstanding loan. As you notice in the spreadsheet down that for each period the installment amount is same. First period it is 12,000 as the interest rate, if you notice, and then the remaining is repaying of principal. So your outstanding balance keeps on reducing. Naturally it should become 0 by the end of the 3rd year. Now to do so in the financial calculator, an interesting thing is that as soon as you are done with the installment amount, you need to press second amort. Now where is second amort? You need to press second PV. So here is the second button, and then PV. Behind PV, you have the amortization. So I'll press second and PV, that is amortization function. Now, as soon as you reach the amortization function, ideally, it will already solve for the interest and principal that was there in your annuity function. It's a very interesting function. But some components you'll have to understand what do they exactly mean. For example, here, P1 and P2. P1, if you put the down arrow, you'll get P2. Actually, P1 is from point 1 and P2 is to the point. So for example, if I put P1 and P2 1, that means it is for 1 year only. But if I put from P1 as 1 and P2 if I put as 2, so it will give me the cumulative answer for 2 years. It's like from point to point. So if you want to find each year component of principal and interest, you'll have to put the same P1, P2. So I will put P2 also as 1, enter. So my P1 and P2 are 1. Now I already know from the spreadsheet that how much is my interest, principal and outstanding. Here actually the calculator works differently. First it will show you the balance amount, which is the outstanding, which you can notice here is 7365, and in the working also you will see the same amount. That is the balance, the outstanding balance. Then comes PRN. PRN is a principal component. So out of the installment of 41,000, my principal component was 29,634, which is visible here. And when I press down arrow, it shows the interest component, which is 12,000. Ignore the sign because you know the sign will keep on changing because of PV and PMT cannot have the same sign in this case. Now this is for year 1. Now as I progress towards year 2, I will have to go back up arrow, and in P1, P2, I will put year 2. So I will put P1 as 2 and P2 also I will put as 2. Mind it, you cannot put P1 as 2 and P1 as 1. If you do so, it will give you error. Alright, so it has to be in sync. So P2 and P1 both are 2 because I want to find specifically for second year only, and then you will get the same figure. You will get the outstanding amount as 37. Then you will see the principal is 33. You will see the interest amount as 844. Same way I will go for P1, P2, and I will put 3 at both the places. P1 3, P2 3. Always you have to use the up and down arrow. You'll see the balance has become 0 naturally because there's no outstanding after the third installment. Principal is 37. Interest is the balance. Amazing function. Now I would also like to tell you that what if I want to find the total of 3 years. Now, even though we have the answer, so what you can do, you can use P1 as 1 and P2. If you want to find for 2 years, you can use P2 as 2, or if I want to use all 3 years, I can use P2 as 3. So this is where it is important, from point to point. Now see the interesting part. As soon as I put the balance is 0 because after total 3 installment, it's a cumulative function from 1 to 3. After all 3 installments, the balance has to be 0. The principal paid, total principal is 100,000, which was the loan outstanding, and the interest paid total, which is of 12,000, 8,000 and 4,000, that is approximately 24,000 is the total interest payment. Such an amazing function. All right, I utilize it for a lot of my day-to-day needs and dealing with banks where that makes things complicated. So if you are dealing with banks or if you have a loan, remember my previous functions that if you watch the video of annuity, effective rate, and this combined together, trust me, no bank can fool you. You know each and every function. This is where the calculator is so useful. Of course, in the exam, you might rarely utilize this, but this is how loan amortization works. An amazing function. All right. This is how you can create a monthly, annual loan, and this is how the function works. Thank you.